Good day, I am Florence Racy Singqua, your reporter for today's video. My topic for today is a continuation of the topic CIAP Document 102 or the Uniform General Conditions of Contract for Private Construction. So to start, let's answer the question, what are the bans and guarantees required of the contractor? Section 9, Article 31 of the CIAP Document 102 or the Contractor's Insurance and Bonds enumerates the insurance, bonds, and guarantees required of the contractor. This includes number 1, Contractor's Liability Insurance. This is for the contractor, subcontractors, and owner. 2, Accident Insurance for workers. 3. Contractors' fire insurance. 4. Contractors' performance and payment bonds. 5. Contractors' guarantee bond. And lastly, contractors' guarantee warranty. Is the owner required to obtain the insurance? In Article 32.02 of the CIAP Document 102, it is stated that the owner may opt to obtain an insurance that will protect him from his contingent liability. So, that means that the owner has the choice if he would opt to obtain or not an insurance. Next, is the subcontractor also required to obtain bonds and insurance? It is stated in Article 33.03 that the subcontract must require the subcontractor to obtain the same bonds and insurance coverage as are required of the contractor. But what is the difference in the contractual relationship between the owner and the separate contractor and between the contractor and the subcontractor? The difference in the contractual relationship between the owner and the separate contractor is that the owner shall provide for the coordination of the work performed by the separate contractor with the work of the contractor. On the other hand, the difference in the contractual relationship between the contractor and the subcontractor is that the contractor is fully responsible to the owner for the acts and omissions of his subcontractors. Is there a contractual relationship between the owner and the subcontractor? The answer is that the consent of the owner to the contractor's engagement of a subcontractor shall not create any contractual relation between the subcontractor and the owner. However, is it required to appoint an owner's representative? In Section 10, Article 34, or owner's representative, it provides the appointment of the representative of the owner and the extent and limitation of the authority granted to the representative. Is the owner required to make advance payment to the contractor? Article 32, or the owner's responsibilities and liabilities, provides that the owner shall pay the contractor an advance payment, which shall be used for mobilization, purchase of materials, and shall be recouped pro rata in the progress billings. Next, can the contractor commence with the work even without the consent of the owner? Article 21.01, Notice to Proceed when required, states that premature commencement of construction shall be at the contractor's risk and the owner gives the contractor express or implied authority to do so. How can the owner ensure the quality and efficient execution of the work? Section 6, Labor, Work, and Payments provides that the owner shall at all times have access to the work and shall provide sufficient number of inspectors while work is in progress to ensure quality. Is substitution of materials and equipment allowed? To answer, Section 3, Equipment and Materials provides that all materials and equipment must conform to all laws that are in force and applicable during the period of construction, and that the contractor shall bear all damages by reason of any delay in the work arising from failure to comply with such laws. What constitutes change order and adjustment of contract price? Section 6, Article 20 describes the circumstances that are covered by a change order and that warrant adjustment in contract price and if necessary, corresponding adjustments in completion time. What are the conditions for the release of payments to the contractor? Article 22.01 provides that the contractor shall submit to the owner the breakdown of work and corresponding value of the contract amount showing the value assigned to each part of the work. What is progress payment? The contractor may submit periodically but not more than once each month a request for payment for work done. Each request for progress payment shall be computed from the work completed on all items listed in the breakdown of work and corresponding value, less a retention of 10% of the progress payment of the contractor. On the other hand, what is retention money? Retention money is progress payments subject to retention of 10%. The purpose of retention is to cover uncorrected discovered defects and third-party liabilities. Last, what are the documents to be submitted by the contractor to the owner before final payment? This includes number 1, Certificate of Final Bidding Occupancy. 2. Certificate of Final Inspection of Electrical, Telephone, Sanitary, Mechanical, Water, Gas, Safety, and other utilities. 3. Original and 3 sets of prints of as-built drawings of electrical, sanitary, gas, telephone, and mechanical works. Number 4. 3 copies of Directory of Panel Boards and List of Circuits. Number 5. 3 copies of instructions and manual for operating and maintaining of fixtures and equipment. Number 6. 3 copies of keying schedule, and lastly, release of liens arising under the contract or the sworn statement or indemnity bond. Thank you. That is the end of my lesson for today.